Love y'all. Happy Wednesday. Hump, 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 hump. Hump day. How y'all doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your grannies, children, cousins, sisters, brothers, friends, associates, cats, mouse, dogs, birds. What up? Today, went to the gym. It's a new month, so I went up a level on the Stairmaster. It was not fun. I can tell you that for sure. And y'all know I ate Mexican the other day. So I got on the treadmill and literally only had 6 minutes left to my workout, and I literally had to run to the bathroom. I was like, anybody get in my way, I'm straight up just deboing them, get out the way. It was that kind of emergency to where, then I gotta put the paper on the toilet and all that because I'm in a public place. It was a lot of stress. My sphincter was stressed out. My sphincter was going through it, and I have not had to run to the restroom like that in a long time to where it was an emergency. And I praise God for my strong sphincter, because I don't know how a lot of people do it when they just gotta let it go. But it was rough, but I made it. I literally only had 6 minutes left. I was trying, I was pushing, but I said, oh no, I gotta stop this thing, grab my phone, my water, all my crap, and just go. You know what I mean? It was real, but yeah, and I hate doing the number 2 in public, but my stomach was no ma'am Pam, so I don't know about that Mexican. I don't know if it's a Mexican, because I did eat broccoli later on that day, so I don't know. It could have been, I don't know. But I know my stomach was, and I haven't felt like this in a long time, so I don't like the emergency bowl guts. Lord, that happened to me one time when I was in Korea. I was in the military, and I was in some little mom and pop store, and I had to go. And they actually let me use the restroom because I was pregnant with my son at the time, because normally they would never, but over there, they don't have toilets, they have holes in the floor. Oh, I didn't care. My stomach couldn't take it. I do not like that feeling. I can count on probably one hand how many times that's happened to me in life. But I don't like it. I don't like it. It's scary. That's when your stomach turn up, baby, it's done, okay? Just forget it. Cancel Christmas. But anyway, that's it, y'all. I know that's TMI, but that was just a traumatic thing that happened to me. I finished Van Helsing. I kind of fast forwarded through a lot of the seasons because they just started getting really crazy with their storylines, bringing in DNA bio babies that were Van Helsing's, a black one, a white one, and it was too much. I just at this point, I was through with it. I tried to watch that rom-com, No One Wants This, with Kristen Stewart and her dating a rabbi. I tried. I cannot stand rom-coms. The jokes were funny enough. The only rom-com I like that is Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but that has so much raunchy comedy in it. But that's funny to me. It gotta be funny and action packed. But rom-coms are hard for me to get into it. I mean, if it would have been a movie, but the fact that it's a series and I don't know. It was okay. Everything else I watch is on this, once a day stuff, and I think everything that, for some reason, everybody likes to put everything out on Wednesdays, which is annoying. So, yeah. Other than that, I know most of the news is going to be about the vice presidential debate, so let's see what we can get through before it just continues with this. So, Tim Walz... Let me go up here, do this right quick. Tim Walz clash during the J.D. Vance and Tim Walz clash during the vice presidential debate on the topic of the Minnesota law dictating life-saving care to babies who survive abortions. It's not true, Walz countered after Vance spoke. That's not what the law says, so you fact-checked it. Governor Tim Walz tells Senator J.D. Vance, who did not directly answer whether he would challenge this year's election results, that the questioning of election outcomes has got to stop. When this is over, we need to shake hands, and the winner needs to be the winner, Walz said. Who said? Okay, Tim Walz says, well, I've enjoyed tonight's debate, and I think there was a lot of commonality here. I'm sympathetic to misspeaking on things, and I think I might have with the senator, and then so they ended amicably. Trump did call Tim Walz Tampon Tim for whatever reason. That's actually trending on Twitter. Let's see. He also said that he would veto a federal abortion ban. His position is that the state should decide. 88% of people agreed the debate was overall positive. Tim Walz claimed that insulin cost $5 to make, and that before Inflation Reduction Act went into effect, companies were charging $800 for the drugs, and they fact-checked that and said a handful of researchers have tried to estimate the cost of different insulin medicines, coming up with production costs that often work out to single-digit costs for the drugs. So, the moral of the story is they still overcharge. People still 60%. I mean, this is a CBS polls, mostly Democratic, that 60% of people like Tim Walz. Vance closed out the debate saying basic needs have gotten harder because of Kamala Harris's policies. Alright, let's see. In a panel with 6 Michigan voters after the CBS News presidential debate, 4 say that J.D. Vance won, and Vance was a smooth talker. And one voter who supports Kamala, though he believes Governor Tim Walz did answer more of the questions with data. 7 people suffered minor injuries on Tuesday evening after a Green Line train derailed in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Hey. Come on. Let's see what else is going on. Like I said, most of this is going to be about the debate, of course. Federal prosecutors filed a new indictment Tuesday against 2 former Louisville officers accused of falsifying a warrant that led police to Breonna Taylor's door before they fatally unalived her. Come on. Trying to get through all this. Frank Fritz, who drove around the U.S. looking for antiques and collectibles to buy and resell on a reality show American Pickers, has passed away at the age of 60. Frank is gone to Antique Heaven. The most well-known address in the United States is perhaps 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the president's home and epicenter for U.S. government. But what about the nation's vice president? Where does the second-in-command live? Who knows? A former financial manager for the NFL's Jacksonville Jaguars, who stole $22 million from the team, is suing FanDuel for $250 million, saying the betting company preyed on his gambling addiction. Listen, if he wins this, it would be an upset. So the dock workers are out on strike, y'all. I'm just waiting for what's going to shake down from that. Sirens blared across Israel and loud booms were heard late Tuesday after Iran launched a missile attack on the country. The Israeli military has no casualties reported. Scientists have discovered carbon dioxide and hydrogen peroxide on the surface of Charon, Pluto's largest moon. I forgot to look in the sky and see if I could see the satellite moon, because supposedly 2 moons are visible this month. The first dock workers strike at major Eastern Gulf Coast in almost half a century could soon mean shortages of bananas and pricier imported cherries. What else will they figure out how to charge us on? Congress is trying to force car makers to keep AM radio if she used this as priority to correct the mistakes of the past. My husband listens to AM radio. Sean Diddy Combs will face 120 accusers for alleged sexual misconduct, his attorney says. Former President Jimmy Carter celebrated his 100th birthday surrounded by family and friends in his backyard in Plains, Georgia. And y'all was evil in these comments. People were saying he looks fit to run now. I'm not gonna read the comments because the comments was off the chain. Claudia Sheinbaum's presidential victory came 70 years after women won the right to vote in Mexico. She's Mexico's first female president. Look how progressive. John Amos, the Roots and Good Times actor, passed away at 84. I'm going to share some John Amos stuff here in a little bit. At least 6 people unalived in Tel Aviv, mass pew-pewing moments after the Iran launches missiles attack on Israel. The contenders for this year's Fat Bear Week were not revealed Monday as planned after a skirmish between 2 Alaskan grizzlies in the Katmai National Park led to the unalivement of one of the animals. I never knew nothing about Fat Bear Week. Sony PlayStation's network went down for hours on Tuesday, frustrating gamers around the world who complained they weren't able to sign into their accounts. I was thinking about playing PlayStation this weekend. The new Call of Duty comes out in November, so I'm patiently waiting. Well, October 25th, as my husband says, but I've been waiting, anticipating. I want your love. CVS Health is said it's cutting 2,900 employees as part of a goal to reduce costs by $2 billion. Alright, y'all, let's get into what I liked. Alright, this is the famous scene from Good Times. For this show, because that was some good acting right there, Florida. People, like, that was amazing acting. People still feel that to this day. And yeah, we lost James Earl Jones. They passed away 19 days within each other, John Amos and James Earl Jones. And in this clip, all 4 of these people passed away. Bernie Mac, Ezell, and Debo. All 4 of them passed away.
I'll blow your ass all the way back to Chicago. So I'm going to ask you a question. Who are you talking to like that? Talking to your ass. The fuck are you talking to like that? Mother!
Bernie Mac was just such a legend. That was Players Club. So people are already starting the fear mongering with the whole dock shutdown. This was the line at a Costco. So this popular TikToker known as Mr. Prada is currently wanted and on the run for unaliving his therapist and then stealing the victim's car in Baton Rouge.
Tonight, police are looking for a person of interest in a tangible homicide investigation. They say the person that you see on your screen was the last known person to have been driving the victim's car. Officials say he sped away from a traffic stop but ran after crashing the car. Yesterday, the body of 69-year-old William Nicholas Abraham was found. Police say the Baton Rouge therapist died from blunt force trauma before being dumped next to the highway.
On Sunday morning, their brother was found dead in northern Tangipahoa Parish, his body wrapped in a tarp on the side of Highway 51. The family says he was well known in Baton Rouge and used to appear weekly on WBRZ.
A therapist can sometimes be a dangerous job. So here are the port workers' demands of what they want.
She's knocking down doors. She's trying to stop this. She's trying to get us to a meeting where we can have a fair negotiations. It's the companies that don't want her. They don't want to sit here and be fair. So that's why we're out here fighting for our livelihood.
What more from the automations you want? What more protections could there be?
What more?
Yeah, they have language in there now.
Not strong enough. Because what happens is they come in with new technology. We just caught them in Mobile, Alabama, called AutoGate. And that means the trucks are coming in and they're already checked in somewhere else and not using the checkers in the ILA. Circumventing the contract. They don't care. They don't care. It's not fair. And if we don't put our foot down now, they would like to run over us, and we're not going to allow that.
You are going to grind the economy to a halt here on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast.
No, not us. Hey, don't spin it now, because you're Fox News. They're going to drive it.
Are you worried? Are you worried that this strike...
the capital to settle this thing.
Are you worried that this strike is going to hurt the everyday American, the farmers that need to reach the export market? They're telling me that they're going to hurt them.
Now we're starting to realize who the longshoremen are, right? Nobody cares. People never gave a on us until now, when they finally realized that the chain is being broke now. Cars won't come in. Food won't come in. Clothing won't come in. You know how many people depend on our jobs? Half the world. And it's time for them, and time for Washington to put so much pressure on them to take care of us, because we took care of them. And we're here 135 years and brought them where they are today, and they don't want to share.
Long live the Union. Hip hip hooray. That lady was brave to be asking them questions. She was tripping, wasn't she? Alright, y'all, let's see what else is going on in ratchet news. There was a Glamour UK event out today. Pam Anderson is out there. Pam Anderson really debunked the whole beauty myth thing. She used to be a Baywatch girl. She took them implants out and she's just in her all natural era. Chloe Bailey looked really good. Chloe Bailey's been doing it in the fashion game. Eve, I was wondering who that lady was earlier when I say Eve. I didn't have my glasses on, my bad, Eve. Jodie Turner-Smith. Jodie always looks amazing. AJ Adudu, don't know who she is, but she looks cute. Let's see what else we got. Let's see who people are saying won the debate. The regular people without the poll. See what they saying. Y'all be surprised at how many Trump supporters be on this thing. The debate was more professional than the presidential debate. Somebody said Vance was better poised debater, but none of that matters if you spew lies. Walz was nervous and stumbled a bit, but his stuff was authentic. We can all agree that they both hate Trump. The truth won. Harris Walz. I don't care who won. I'm still voting for Harris Walz. Vance sounded good, but never answers questions, and he thinks Kamala is the president already. The fact that Vance not only said that they lost the election in 2020 speaks volumes. I mean, That's one thing. Vince has to say Kamala's ruining everything, even though she's not president. That's the part of they thing. They gotta do that. Mics were cut a lot tonight. Women are working out. Somebody said this girl's training to be an Avenger. Male nursing students at Southern University explain why they chose the field. Very good. They say Wendy Williams speaks on Diddy, but I want to hear Wendy actually speak, because we ain't heard Wendy speak since that documentary, and she was not speaking coherently. But supposedly she said to see the video of Cassie getting pummeled was horrific, but now you have to think how many more times, how many more people, how many more women. It's just horrible. A lot of people miss Wendy being out right now. Rich Homie Quan's passing ruled an accidental overdose. I could have told y'all that. Lauryn Hill says Pras Mikhail, whatever his name's, every time I hear Mikhail or Michelle, not Michelle, I think of that, is baseless and full of false claims and unwarranted attacks. She says some clarity and facts need to be represented. I've been silent and pushing through because I understood that Pras was under duress because of his legal battles, and that this was perhaps affecting his judgment, state of mind, and character. Fact 1, this baseless lawsuit by Pras is full of false claims and unwarranted attacks. Last year's tour was put together to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It was being planned whether the Fugees were involved or not. Fact 2, the tour was expanded to incorporate the Fugees because I found out that Pras was in trouble. She I was trying to help you out. She said Pras was given $3 million in advance for the tour, which he said he required to pay his legal fees. Wyclef and myself deferred our full advances to make sure he had what he needed. Fact 4, because of my tour band production and setup were already happening, the Fugees set utilized this same production. I absorbed most of the expenses. And fact 5, as the last part, Pras thanked me for saving his life. I have the receipts. Fact 6, I am not in the business of kicking anyone, especially when they're down, which is why I haven't responded to this date. Fact 7, I was not in Pras' life when he decided to make unfortunate decision that led to his current legal troubles. I did not advise him on anything. The fact that Pras is trying to sue Lauryn Hill for tarnishing the group's brand, Pras, you're literally getting indicted for some really serious stuff. How dare you? Somebody says, so it was her tour, her album, and she included you, and Wyclef gave you money in advance and your legal troubles, and you still want to sue? Bless your heart. It's funny how money changes situation. Miscommunication led to complication. Somebody said you might win some, but you just lost one. But yeah, Lauren laid out the facts 1 through 6. Don't sleep on her just because she don't be on social media like that. Somebody said suing the hand that fed you. Somebody said, how are you going to pay back the money if you cancel the tour? Like, be for real. That's the one. Pras got bigger problems. This is a Houston attorney that held the press conference to reveal that he's represented more than 100 people who plan to file suits against Diddy. See what else we got on here, y'all. I'm not messing with TMZ. TMZ's site gets on my nerves too much. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's album Missionary dropping this fall. Snoop is just a busy rich man. I see this man everywhere. Jazz has a question. Why do women hate broke men, but men love broke women? Women are entitled, unemployed, and want to be treated like a child. Most women want a provider, and most men want to provide because broke women are easier to use. While broke women in the comments are pissed off because men are built to take care of women. God said it that way. You gotta argue with God on that one. I don't really care if my man is broke or rich, because if I like him, then I like him, and if I'm getting into the bag, then he will be too. Why did you buy veneers when you have perfectly good teeth? Real men don't love broke women, and the only men that like broke women are men that want to pay for everything so that he can control that woman. There you go. Alright. I think we caught up on as much as news I'm gonna read. Let's see what the Reddit's got going on. What's something that instantly disgusts you? The list is too long, so I'm going to read what these people say. Maggots, littering, cockroaches, people who talk with a mouthful of food, yes, and chew with the mouth. Mouth sounds, period, to send me over the edge. Finger licking, I never know how to describe it, but it's like a really deep sniffle. That one. Vomiting, yes. And I hate when people vomit in movies. That made me so mad. And it come out the blue. And we don't really need, it's bad enough we gotta hear the gagging sound, but now we gotta see the fake vomit. I hate that in the movies when they do that. That drives me insane. Rancid breath, disgusting feet, anything poop, badly infected wounds, smell of vomit. Food that's in the sink when you clean or wash after doing dishes, seeing crusty feet, animal abuse, stepping in something wet while wearing socks, when you take a sip of milk and it's chunky, oof, that'll send you over, man. Drinking some bad milk, my stomach don't even want to think about that. What's an unusual fear or phobia you have that you've never shared? I'm reading y'all's because I'm not putting that in the atmosphere. I hate touching food scraps off dirty plates. It rubs me the wrong way. I've shared it to people I'm close with, but I'm afraid of getting in trouble. I can do nothing wrong, and if I'm still scared, I'll be double in trouble for something. When I'm driving too slow for some people and they decide to switch lanes to speed around me, I have an irrational fear that they might pew me. Yes, I'm glad you feel that way, because I'm hoping that the person I'm passing and I'm looking at is feeling that way. Like, I want you to be in fear because what you did, you messed up the flow of everything. So I'm glad that somebody out there is feeling like that, because why are you driving that slow? Especially if you're in a fast lane. I have an irrational fear that if I put my foot too close to the edge of the bed, I'll grab it. That's funny. Not anymore, but when I was younger, I had a really weird and silly irrational fear that I would be the first recorded case of asexual reproduction in humans, because I read about it happening in other animals that were incapable of so he thought he can get himself pregnant. Being teleported onto Britain's Got Talent stage while I was in the middle of taking a poop. I have a fear of making the wrong career choice and regretting it for the rest of my life. I'm really scared of those big statues underwater, like shipwrecks. Yeah, everything underwater is scary. Something like that. Especially if you got them freaking goggles on, because everything's magnified. Well, right now I have a fear of posting said fear. I'm at odds with myself. I know that's right. Somebody said I'm scared of mirrors. I can't sleep in a room with one. If I need to use the bathroom at night, I must have the light on. I don't even get into the mirror stuff, but if you want to, it can scare you. I really hate glass, and if glass breaks, I will call my dad. Any toilet I sit to use would have a snake come out of it. That's kind of something I think about sometimes, snakes in toilets. Especially if you're like out in a porta potty situation or something weird like that. I've shared with people, but or like an outhouse, obviously. Anyway, I've shared with people, but I'm afraid of being swallowed up by the earth. I mean, shoot, man, after I read that thing about caves and sinkholes, I don't want to do it. I could keep reading these, but I have a lot of story times I want to get to, so I'm going to move over there, y'all. Bear with me.
So I fucked up today and ate the meatloaf at work. And I'm really trying to get out my way. Get the fuck off the phone, bitch! Some serious shit going on right now, literally.
That's how I felt at the gym today, y'all. I was like, please don't get in my way. Like, when your stomach is going through the change, nobody can be in the way.
Hey, when I walk into a restaurant with someone and they look around, do you want to just sit at the bar? I'm like, the bar? Oh, sorry, no, I haven't been training. I haven't been doing CrossFit and fucking Pilates for the past 6 months. I need a little bit of notice. I don't have the core strength and the stamina to sit upright for that long. I'm just a little wobbly baby. I can't sit at the fucking bar. Are you kidding me? I need a booth. I need to be able to lay down and unbutton my pants after I eat. No, I don't want to sit at the bar. Hey, when I walk in.
That's funny. I hate uncomfortable seating, and yeah, I don't want to sit on no stool if I'm eating. You know, if we just going in to, maybe be in 20 minutes, but yeah, I'm not trying to be making my back right and all that. Yeah, give me a booth.
Hey, when I walk in, this is a picture of us at our anniversary.
Thank you. You do a whole lot of praise. Amen.
Our wife steps away, and when Gabriel's boyfriend shows up, she can't peel her eyes away.
I can't have you here right now. My wife is here. Tell her this. Hey, look, I can't do this. Are you serious about this? I love you, Gabriel. This is ridiculous. Come on. I love you too. I do. You better tell him. I promise.
When he leaves, her look to Gabriel says it all.
It's a little complicated. It's going to devastate her. It's nothing to worry about. I don't know what's
What would you do? No, they messed you for this. Because she was ready to spill it, baby. She looked at him like, I know you not. I mean, y'all got her involved. Y'all had her taking a picture and stuff, but that was funny. They were really messy. That was funny. She couldn't wait. She didn't even let him tell it. She got it out, baby.
Hey guys, I have to tell you something really, really fast. A, because I look really good. 2, I love my glasses. And 3, because I love you. So, I just was reminded, when I was doing GMA, about 4 or 5 years ago, we had an interview with the Supreme Court Justice, Sonia Sotomayor, and she was fabulous. We were like, thank you so much for coming to the show. You're so awesome. As she walked away, she turned back and she looked at me. She said, don't forget to wear your glasses. Contacts dry out your eyes. They're not good if you get older. And honey, it has stuck with me. So all my glasses girlies, or should I say my contact girlies, get you some glasses. You need them.
Listen, I only wear my contacts. I only really like messing with them a couple hours a day. But you gotta keep your glasses on deck, hun.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us, with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls, and it screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice.
They gonna make sure Diddy don't get that bond. They like, oh, he trying to get out? No, Your Honor. I got about a hundo people that want to say that man did something to me.
We got a nature story, Paul, at number 2. Your big nature guy. Let's talk about the elusive titty monkeys. Oh, all right. You won't find titties here in the States unless you're at the zoo. In fact, you can find Bolivian great titties right here at Lincoln Park Zoo. Really, Lincoln Park? They've got the great titties there.
Is that how that's pronounced?
Well, in a lot of places it's TT, but here in the greatest country on earth, we're going to call them titties. If you want to see the titties in the wild, you'll have to travel to a tropical rain.
Where do I have to go to see these?
The tropical rainforest.
It's a long way to go.
It's these nicks on the floor that have like a bunch of 14-year-old boys. They have appreciation for nature. Science. Tropical rainforest in swamp. I know it, right? In Bolivia or Brazil. If you run into a titty in the wild,
Guys, this is zoology.
I mean, thank you, Larry. Thank you so much. I mean, really appropriate. Anyway, if you run into one in the wild, you're in for a treat because titty monkeys are seed dispensers. What? Come on now. Rude. And then the titties spread their seeds around forests through their waste. I never thought a lot of waste came from titties, but this is news to me. That's science, kids.
Right now, there's a guy in corporate who is about to lose his mind.
I gotta tell you, it went a much different direction with him than I thought it was going to go. He's always surprised you.
Always surprises.
Listen, the corporate bosses can say what they want, but this is journalism. This is science.
Right?
And we can defend it.
Science.
Titty caca. I was at the Lincoln Park Zoo the other day, and I gotta tell you, I spent a solid 20 minutes outside the titty exhibit. Couldn't take my eyes off it.
The way, once you get that green light to go crazy, people gonna do it. Cause yeah, they had to have gotten permission to say it like that, cause ain't no way.
You got your card on you, sir? It's not open for blacks today. You guys have your card on you? Alright, looks like this. Black service card. Yeah, it's only for today, that's why. You come back tomorrow or something, but today is only white people. Unless you have your card.
I'm glad you got one of them. I can't need it today.
Yeah.
I can need it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit. You got your food served? Yeah, alright, good job. That's nice. Yeah, looking out for y'all out here, man. You know, you can't tell us. That's not today. You can tell us.
You can't blame it for Trump.
Yeah, I'm like a house slave.
You really what they call a house.
I didn't see you. I would have stopped you.
So what you say? White only, I need to kick somebody black ass.
Not me. I'm just doing my job.
So that's good. That's what you call your job. Get your ass whipped.
I'm a young man.
I don't give a fuck. I can go in my car and get my gun and blow your goddamn brains out.
He's going to hell. Doesn't ever come here again. Why do you do this? You're trying to bring back segregation because
Auntie ain't playing with him. That's how you have to handle him. She said, no Uncle Ruckus on my watch, baby. I mean, when they say content creator, this is the level that I would like to be on, but I'm just way too lazy. But bravo to this man.
Like, yo, you drugging me. I said, are you drugging me? He's like, yeah, I just wanted you to get high with me. He was drugging me. And then I was enjoying it. I spent 4 days of my life in my house just thinking about my whole life. And I wanted to, I made a picture of a boat, and that shit was ugly. I swear, like, that was the best thing. You sent that to me? Yeah, I did. I swear that was the best time of my life. Like, me and him planned a cruise on his credit card and didn't even go.
wow.
I spent 4 days painting. I wrote a poem on my bathroom door. I'm not lying. I swear. And I felt my inner self. I knew what I wanted to be. When I looked at him, I realized he was wearing fake teeth. Yeah, he ain't got no teeth. And he had the audacity to have a gold one in the Then I noticed he had a dragon on. He's butt naked with a dragon on his back, and I'm just like,
Oh my God.
and I'm like, this is what I want to be. I want to be with him for the rest of my life. And then when that high came down, and I looked at my whole house, I said, I would never be a coke addict. I would never be drunk. And this motherfucker was still butt naked with a bottle of Hennessy. I'm not going home. We started doing coke like that Sunday. And I swear, probably by that Thursday or Friday, when my landlord said you're late on your rent, and I forgot to pay my rent, and I'm looking like, yo, holy shit, I've been high for 4 days. I swear, my house was clean, but I was like I didn't know I can draw. I even wrote Old Negro spirituals. He filmed me. I swear, I'm gonna get the video. He filmed me talking about shit that just did not make sense. I'm like, Christopher Columbus could possibly be my great uncle because my great-great-great-grandmother was the first white woman on the Mayflower to file a domestic violence charge and have an interracial marriage after she told her husband, I'm not making no damn biscuits, and ran off with that Native American. You gonna go over and fuck? Like, I'm like, yeah, come on. Why not? You got coke. Right, come on.
I became an artist last week.
Yeah, I made a big ass dragon with one eye, a stick man riding him.
Oh my
He
God.
didn't even look like a dragon, like a shit turd with green in it. I thought a fucking dragon.
You trying to look hard like a Year's member? You got a shitty artist to do
And I had put Elmer's glue and glitter and flinged it all on my wall. I
You
thought
thought you were painting.
I swear to God. He was like,
You were
Babe.
Bob Ross in your
I
apartment.
swear he was like, babe, that is so beautiful. I gotta get the video. I was like,
He's egging you on.
yeah, he's like, babe, I know people in New York. I swear to God. I was like, really, Daddy? Really, Daddy? He's like, that's a fire ass dragon. Because I was showing him the dragon that was on
on his back. Because he got a dragon hair roll all the way down to the crack of his ass. I don't know why he got that done. I was like, oh my God. And he was like, I swear to God. And then he started calling Rand. And my favorite part was, God forgive me for telling his business, but he would call his family at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, I'm an adulteress. He called his wife. I'm not coming home from 8 days because my brother's kidney failing. Oh my God, what hospital? Shut up. And he'll, when we went, God, we got caught one time, and he was like, this is my half-sister. I'm not lying.
Were you naked at the time?
Because let me tell you, she had a one of them GPSs in the car. She got tired of him taking her car. We didn't know she tracked the car.
Well, yeah.
So she come to my house.
He leaves her for 4 days.
She comes to her house. I'm in my house. We butt naked. Oil paint. Doing what we do. She, I don't know. She started like, I'm going to call him Richard. Richard! And he looked out the window. He sees her coming in. He's like, okay, are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready for what? Are you ready for the most life-changing experience of your life? I'm like, hell fucking yeah. He's like, my wife's here. Bring her in! I'm asshole naked with Elmer's glue and glitter. Bullshit you not. He's filming everything. He's like, babe, look, you're gonna be on our TV show. Hey, babe, you're gonna be on our TV show. She's like, who the fuck are you? I'm Grace. Welcome to my house. That's my half-sister. Oh, yeah. It's my half-brother. I love my brother. And I'm just buck naked.
Oh, my God.
And she's like, are you okay? And I'm serious. She's just like, are you okay? Do you need me to call 911? No. Not at all. I swear, when I go back on the tape he showed, I was like, whoa. So what happened was they were down there. She was crying. She's like, are you cheating on me? He's like, babe, you're not going to believe this. I was coming home to you. And she was out there needing help, needing a home. And we started talking. You know the DNA test you had me take and you took? She's there. Come to find out, she's my half-sister. And I had to embrace her. But she's naked. She's on drugs. Look at her. He showed her the dragon I did.
Right.
And she's profoundly disabled. Look at her. Look at her. Babe, you're right. I swear to God. She's like,
oh my God.
I can see a little Down syndrome going on. Little Down syndrome going on. And I was really high. I was like,
and you went full retard.
I was fucking gone. Like, zoned out off of coke. I was like, look at my dragon. It's like a big ass dookie turd with this glitter on. She's like, okay. Like, she started talking to me like a patient. She was like, I remember a little bit of it, but when I saw the video, I'm like, how dumb could this woman be?
Wow.
She put a blanket over me. I'm like, it's hot, because coke make you hot. I'm like, No, don't do that. And I'm like, stop, just go. And he's like, sister, I'm going to come back, okay? He dropped her off 1 hour later. He came back with some more. Oh, God. And she wrote me like a handwritten note. I got it at the house. Because you know how your mom gave me one?
Yeah.
I kept her handwritten. Keep God first, and I hope to see you at the family reunion. And bring your dragon picture. My life.
That might be the craziest cocaine story I've ever heard.
Definitely not the craziest cocaine story. I'm sure Rick James has way more, but it was mid.
A young woman on her morning run. She makes a turn, jogging towards this alley. Then a security camera catches this.
This is malicious fecal distribution. She's come back multiple times.
At least 4 times, Bobby says. He has no idea who she is and why his home has become her personal toilet. Bobby says she always strikes on weekend mornings. In fact, his security cameras caught her once again this past Saturday.
I saw this little blonde girl running down the street, and I was like, oh my God, that's got to be her.
Unsure, Bobby left his home and did some errands. When he came back, the evidence was there.
This is calculated. Look. I'm dropping my pants as I'm running.
He's hoping this story makes whoever the culprit is stop once and for all.
If it happens again, I want to run out there with the hose and hose her down and say bad human.
Now, Bobby has not called police and made a complaint. He says he's not sure if police will take this seriously. We reached out to APD. It's possible if this woman is caught, she could be charged with a misdemeanor for public nuisance or disorderly conduct.
This how y'all know we in the Matrix, because I saved these videos yesterday, and my whole thing with my stomach happened today, and now I got all these poop stories. What is going on? But I can relate. I don't know. She probably had like some protein. Something makes her, when she running like that, she gotta go. Whatever she's wheatgrass or whatever she's drinking or eating before she get on that run, by the time she get to his house, it seems like a nice house. She's like, I just want to know how she's wiping her butt. Like, but if you got a stomach full of poop, there's no way you can run. I know. I was on the treadmill. I had 6 minutes left. I had to eject. This is a crazy story, y'all. This couple was about to sit down and eat dinner, and this car just came crashing through their living room. And the dogs and everything was okay, but that is just crazy. Yeah, the show was interesting today, for me anyway. Hopefully y'all are having a good day, and y'all stay blessed, and we'll be back tomorrow. I'll holla.